Good morning. My name is Michael Kern. So for starters, I just want to ask you guys, how many of you are involved in any sort of extracurricular activity? This is like sports, band. It's a lot of you, right? It's a lot. So in a study by the NCES, or the National Center of Education Statistics, it's seen that 99.8% of all public schools have any sort of extracurricular activity. And this is students reporting this, so this is coming straight from the source. This is through publications, performing arts, sports, honor societies. There's a ton of different opportunities students have to go into these extracurricular activities. And there we go. So some of the extracurricular activities are, they help you with your curriculum directly. So this can be like some science clubs that can help you with your science class, your chemistry class. And then there's like math and anything that can help you with your curriculum and helps you benefit in your education. It directly impacts your high school, right? Better grades, better GPA, you know the content better. But those extracurricular activities aren't always the most important. You also have extracurricular activities like sports, where you're out there and you've made a commitment to do something that doesn't necessarily help you with your education directly. But it's not really the curriculum that you're learning that's helping you improve, it's the skills that you're learning while doing it. So even though this might be funny that coaches are saying that you still have to come practice even though it's flooded, if you're an athlete, you know what I'm talking about. But even if the field is flooded, you made the commitment and you're held to that responsibility. And that's going to help you in school. Skills that you can't learn in the classroom are things like teamwork. If you're working for yourself and you're working for a good GPA, you're not always going to be thinking, how am I going to work with a team? But in life, that's what you're going to be doing. You're going to come together as a team to accomplish a common goal, which could be difficult to do if all you're thinking about is, I got to get a good grade on this test. If you're studying for yourself, it's going to be hard to work as a team. You're also going to be working on time management. If you're spending 4 hours a day at a practice and you have to come home and do a paper that's due at midnight, you're going to learn how to manage things well. You don't want to procrastinate to the very end. And you're also going to learn how to set and achieve goals. This is really important in a student's education, because if you're able to set a goal and accomplish it, it can help you so much in your confidence. Although, the downside, some people say that extracurricular activities can cause a lot of stress. It can cause people to be freaking out. Just like that paper, if you can't finish it and you know you're going to get your bad grade, you can start freaking out. So some people say that not all students are fit for extracurricular activities. It's only those that are excelling. The NCES says otherwise. Students that are involved in extracurricular activities have an average of 50.4 no unexcused absences, compared to non-participants of extracurricular activities have 36.2. And the list goes on. Never skip classes, 50.7 to 42.3. Have a GPA of 3.0 or above, 30.6 to 10.8. Only 10.8% of students that don't participate in extracurricular activities have a 3.0 or higher. This can also come from things like Beta Club. You have to have a certain GPA to be able to even get in or be considered for it. So students are going to strive and work harder to reach this goal. And in a brief prepared by Howard Johnston, PhD and Professor of Secondary Education at the University of South Florida, he analyzed statistics posted by the NCES, and he comes to this conclusion about extracurricular activities. He says that extracurricular activities teach universal lessons, build confidence, build relationships, keep students in a safe, monitored environment, and even build character. So the solution is simple. Get involved. If you get students involved, they're going to have all of these skills that you're not able to learn in the classroom. Some might say it's difficult for students to find something that they want to be able to spend all their time in, and that would be the one downside. But still, if you get your student involved and you push yourself, you'll be able to learn all these skills. Thank you. Oh, what questions do you have? Thank you.
All right, 2 questions. How did you handle the different perspectives, lenses, in order to reach your conclusion?
I handled them. In my PowerPoint, I used both the NCES, which was kind of my statistics lens. They gave me all my statistics I needed. And then I used Howard Johnston's brief kind of for a cultural lens to see kind of the impacts it would have on students.
Okay, and if you had more time, what additional research would you do?
If I had more time, I would go back to the NCES in my second slide that showed all of the different aspects and how many, like what percentage of like extracurricular activities there were, I would go into see which ones caused the most impacts in these like different fields in like GPA and unexcused absences and things like that.
All right, thank you.
Perfect, thank you.